Hey family, it's Tuesday, September 18th at 6:38 p.m. and today is my 2-year lock-anniversary. Yeah, get it. Okay, so I used to do these updates like monthly and talked about all sorts of things that were going on in my life, and then I just fell off the map, like off the globe, out of the universe, and now I have resurfaced. So a little different this time. I am now a Master of Theology student at Columbia Theological Seminary in Decatur, Georgia, and I am studying this semester with the fabulous, energetic, wonderful line about his age self, Dr. Ralph Watkins, and we are taking a course called Theological Groundings and Development of the Virtual Church. Now, what's the virtual church? Some might ask. I'm so glad you did. I'm still working out, what that actually is, if there's even a finite answer. But it's basically the church that engages new media. Social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, your smartphones, like the way we communicate has changed. There's a text that we're reading, The Church and New Media by Brandon Vaught, which has just been so eye-opening and exciting to read. Seeing is how Americans sent 1.8 trillion texts last year and 750 million people are on Facebook. Like, if Facebook were a country, according to this text, it would be the third largest country in the world, only behind China and India. That's insane. So what does that mean for the church? How do we spread the gospel of Jesus Christ? How do we encourage believers in their faith? And how do we reach the unchurched? And Father Barron from Chicago writes the first piece in this text, talking about digitally engaging the unchurched. And a way that he does that is by talking about things that are in pop culture, things that people are talking about, movies, music, entertainment. That's something that I would love to do, really taking the message to the masses from the church to the street or the screens. Because we have multiple screens and multiple chargers, because if you don't charge these gadgets, they die. Don't you hate that? We're addicted. Just a little bit. This actually came up yesterday, this whole idea of gauging the quote-unquote secular. A friend colleague of mine asked me if I wanted to be on TV, and I was like, okay, sure, but about what? And she said to talk about the book 50 Shades of Grey, which I have been meaning to read for months but haven't. So sadly, I couldn't participate. Well, I could have, but then you're just kind of half bootying it, and I didn't want to do that. I want to do things with a spirit of excellence. But it did sort of make me think about, well, what would it mean for a Black female preacher to talk about sex and sexuality? Starting with a text that is all about exploring sexuality, so that it's not something that's an issue that's off topic. There should be nothing that the church doesn't talk about. And so there are some people who, think that you have to be religious and sanctified and holy, and we got to be real. That's number one for the church. So that's something that I hope to do. So as I go through this course, I'm going to be posting these videos, updates, just giving my thoughts, concerns, questions, quandaries, and want to make it as interactive as humanly/digitally possible. So find me on Facebook. My profile is lyvonne proverbs briggs. All this information will be posted at the bottom. My page, Proverbs the Poet. Obviously, I'm on YouTube, Proverbs the Poet. Twitter, at Proverbs the Poet, you guessed it. You don't win anything except a smile. I hope that was enough. So yeah, let's be in conversation. I'm very, very excited about this course. My colleagues, they're super dope. You definitely want to, add your 50 grand, because it's not just 2 cents, 50 grand, to the conversation. And let's see what the church can do with new media. Keep praying and keep tweeting. I'll see you guys soon. Be blessed.